Hey there, fellow quarry workers, Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Medieval Dynasty, episode 23, Mining Limestone for Warmer Homes. Alright, another log in the wall to deliver logs, planks, and sticks. I kind of want logs and planks and sticks, so I'm not interested in doing that. Killing rabbits, don't really care. And delivering apples and cherries, no. I'm not going to be doing any of these notices, not unless you guys vote for me to, because they're just not high impact.
How can I help?
Alright, bud. You can buy 9 of my bronze knives. And I will buy all your logs. I could also buy his planks too.
Only the back take care.
And then I'll sell the rest of my knives to someone else.
How do you do?
To you. I don't know why a jeweler such as this guy would want knives, but not for me to know.
Only the goodbye.
Ooh, diplomacy levels went up. I have 2 points to spend, so let's get more experience from diplomacy activities. And now I get 15% more. Because after that, we can like reveal NPC personalities during conversations, or better buying and selling prices. You know, there's a lot of other follow-ups to do.
How can I help? See you soon.
So I'm gonna drop off this timber, and then I might need to hit up another town. I forget what other towns. Maybe Skauki sells wood. Because if I'm not mistaken, this is the fishing town. Ostoya's fishing. And then Klonka is... Actually, Klonka might have trees. Because I know they have an orchard up there. Like fruit orchards. So they might have timber. One of the reasons why I'm trying to stockpile the resources beforehand is because when the building is being upgraded in process, the building gets disabled. So if I leave the resource storage building incomplete, no one can use it, which then throws a big wrench in productivity, right? So that's why I'm trying to finish the building instantly. Like as soon as I start the project, it's like done. You can also do it at night when like no one's actively working on it. So that's sort of my goal, is to try to amass all the resources that I will think I'll need for the resource storage building, and then tonight I'll upgrade it. You can still actively look at the chest that's here to draw from the stockpile, but like the NPCs can't do that. The NPCs are like incapable of that. So we've got 60 logs, 33 planks. That's actually might be enough. I'm gonna risk it and try it. So buildings. Let's move the donkey up first. I don't think it would be an issue, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Storage, resource storage. So here, as you can see, the logs I have available to me are severely limited because it's not giving me access to this. I'm not within the sphere of influence. So I have to like physically pick the logs up, which is very different than normal. And unfortunately, I picked so many logs up I can't even move. Still can't. I don't know if I'll have everything I need to do this like in one shot, but it will be close enough that I can cut down some trees to make up the difference, I think. Yeah, so I'm missing a few logs, but only like a few trees worth. So that's not so bad at all. So counting it up, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So like 2 spruce trees and I'm done. Not bad, not bad. And you may have noticed that I didn't have the full cost of the whole thing on me at the time. I just had a partial. So, what do we do after this? As far as expanding the village goes, I still have a lot of other buildings to build if you want. I could also add a limestone miner or another farmer, more farm fields. There's a lot of options potentially to build. There's always more buildings to be had, in other words. All right, let's not let the tree fall on Yodafan. So 3 birches is all I'm gonna need. I also, if I recall, left a bunch of meat in the food stores to rot, so I should collect that before I forget. Oh, I needed fewer logs than that? That's fine. I mean, 2 extra logs works for me. Whoa. Okay. That was weird.
The heat is unbearable.
No, oh, okay, yeah. So I had 1 extra log. All right. So the resource stockpile is upgraded, and as a result, it has a larger range and more storage, which is awesome. This is a strange roof? Yeah, this was a bit of a strange roof. And you guys are saying it's my choice. So if it's my choice... I am build a new house and limestone collector. Now the one issue with the new house is I just used up all my timber, so I know that there's not going to be a lot of oh, there's already 10 logs in there. Maybe it's not going to be so bad. So for buildings, here's what I don't have. Extraction, I don't have an excavation shed. So I was planning on building one, and I'll plop it here. And it's going to be damn near instant. So we just need a few more logs to finish this off, which we'll collect over time, or buy. I'll aim to buy it. And then the other thing we wanted was a small house. Which, you know, this is about as far as I'm going to get with the small house for now. But my woodcutters are, you know, adding to it. As you can see, every time I check back, I have, like, more logs. But the other buildings that I have yet to build. So, I don't have a fishing hut, but I don't really plan on having a fishing hut. The reason is I do have like this lakey pond thing, but it really doesn't have any fish in it. So I wasn't going to rely on that. There's the herbalist hut, which allows you to craft like healing potions, which I would like. And we already have a hunter's lodge. As you can see, it says number 1 or numbers 1. For farming, I have a barn. I have a farm shed. I don't have any orchards, so we could start orchards. I have 5 fields. Windmills and better barns are locked behind tech level. For animal husbandry, we don't yet have a hen house. Just as a little reminder, as my woodcutter's woodcut, it is actively adding to my own extraction XP. Or rather, my extraction technology. So, like, when people work within a woodshed or excavation sheds or whatever, it will build up building technology. Basically, if I had villagers, if I had a villager tending to a hen house, they would be adding to my farming or my my technology level. So, you know, if I built a hen house and had someone working in the hen house, my farming technology level would go up, unlocking goose, unlocking food storage 2, so on and so forth. Just to remind you how that works. So for animal husbandry, I don't yet have a hen house. That's about it. I don't have an apiary either, but that's way beyond my tech level. For production, I could upgrade my smithy to tier 2, my sewing hut to tier 2, and my wood shop to tier 2, and I don't yet have a kitchen. A kitchen is one of those things I would like to have maybe next after I build this limestone extraction. Services and stuff like that are far more expensive than I can currently afford. So at the moment, everything is kind of contingent upon me collecting logs, as you may have noticed. So let's try to buy some more. I have 2,600 coin. It's a decent amount of coin. When I go and cut trees, I find it boring.
Herbal.
I mean, I could do all the manual labor myself, but the intent is I'm building a village, so I should outsource it and trade with nearby villages. I mean, this is how a village leader would act. Because to some degree or another, just thinking a bit IRL and a bit, you know, roleplay. If you're trying to build a village and you needed a sudden influx of a specific resource, but you wouldn't need that resource as upkeep continually. So, for instance, if you're trying to build, like, a smithy, and you need a bunch of mortar all of a sudden, it doesn't really make sense to produce the mortar in-house if you only ever needed the once. It makes a lot more sense to trade whatever you have with a neighbor that makes it. You know, the basis of economy. I don't think this town is going to have anyone that sells lumber, but there's also a unique quest. So for those that don't know or don't remember, the quest givers that you have in towns like this marker here gives a quest that is generally a lot more Dynasty experience than just like the notice board ones, but they're also more involved and they're unique.
How can I help you?
How's your day going? Bad as always. As if swarms of mosquitoes and a crazy husband weren't enough, now I have to deal with someone littering near the lake. That's unacceptable. Call down. What kind of litter? Some jerk left a basket and some stupid pieces of parchment next to it. What does he think this is? A garbage dump? Don't worry, I'll deal with it. I don't intend to do it, but I do intend to at least pick it up so that I have it for later.
Hello.
Alright, so these are the guys, or gals in this case, that sell stuff. And she is not selling anything tree-like. And this is a weaver, so they probably don't have tree stuff either. Or logs, yeah. I think those are the only traders in town, so I think my best bet is to go to Skauki. I figured coming out here was not going to work, and there's a fishing trader over that way, but again, a fishing trader isn't going to have timber. Yes, the last time I played this, there was bugs because it was like an unstable pre-release branch only offered to like I hate that word. Only offered to streamers and YouTubers like me. And it works totally fine now. So all the weirdness with the DLC has been fixed. The flax yields, the tree yields, the logs, all of that junk. I haven't run into any bugs like that now. Alright, on my way. There are bears here. Okay. Oh, you know what? I have enough money. I'm just going to take the wagon. Why ride when you can pay for ride? Especially in this heat, right?
How can I help you?
Because this is more instant. So I forgot what vendors are here.
Howdy.
You've got food. You've got... Oh, I think I'm on to the right person. Maybe. You got ores, but you don't have... And stone, but you don't have wood.
Can I have a nice day?
Can I have a nice day? Sure, I permit you.
I love when it's wet.
I don't know if the right vendor's here either. I think it might have been, Klonka, or whatever it's called. Where am I gonna pick up the baskets of papers? No, I was not.
Only
I had no intention. So the purpose was I was gonna pick up the mission, but you guys didn't vote for me to do questing. So I work what is above my head, and if it's not voted on, I don't do it. So for instance, this person is another quest giver. I'd like to collect the quests so you know what you're voting on, but I don't intend to actually do them until you vote for me to work on questing. Is everything alright? Yes, I'm just worried. What are you worried about? Your son. He's acting like a chicken. And he's just a kid. He's 12. Okay, fair enough. What do you want me to do? Talk to him? Since his father passed away, I can't get through that boy. I'll see what the boy has to say about it. So, there's this kid who, well, that's another quest. Alright, let's try to take a wagon up to Klanka and see if they sell wood. Because those are the 4 cities, and I already bought all of Piastovia's wood. Cost me a little bit of silver, but, you know, that's fine. I can make it back in, like, 10 minutes. Plus, there's another unique quest here. So he's the quest giver, but she's the one I want to talk to. Oh no, you're just selling mushrooms and poison. You know, I don't trust you, lady. You're a witch. Really? Is it only Piastovia that sells lumber? It must be. Alright, I was a good hunter before I put down the bow for good. Are you alright? It sounds like you're in pain. Old age is no joy. Well, elders deserve respect, especially seasoned craftsmen. Your son takes care of you, provides food and medicine. Haven't seen him in a while. He's a hunter. Want me to go look for him? No need. If he's busy with work, let's not bother him. Take this pouch, please. The coins are carefully counted. The orchards provide you for food and a special diet. Okay.
Wow.
And his wares. So he makes like wooden stuff, but not wood.
Goodbye, dear.
Alright, so these quests I picked up are not... So if you take side quests or notice board quests, they usually end within a season. And then the trophy quest ends in 4 seasons to get the moose and deer skulls. But the other quests that I picked up like have no end time. So there isn't an urgency for them at all. Where did this dude want me to... Wait. Okay. So yeah, I would go so far as to say, I think all the wood that I can buy, I bought, and there is no more. Got it.
How are you?
Hey, Wagoner. Take me to the capital. So I'm gonna talk to see if there's other people in the capital that have wood to buy, but otherwise what I could do is just hire another wood extractor if it's really going to be an issue like that. So let's stop tracking that.
How do you...
Weapons, but no raw wood.
So long.
Yeah, I think it's really only this guy
Hello.
that sells wood. Logs. So he's selling 15 more planks that I couldn't pick up before. But I don't... I mean, the planks wouldn't hurt to buy. Because that is something I'll need eventually. But he doesn't have any more logs this season. And I don't think there's anyone else here that will sell timber. Which is too bad, you know? You'd think there'd be an industry in it.
Take care.
Yeah, the problem with quick build is I'm building too quick for the villagers to keep up. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much true. It's fine. They'll catch back up. Alright, so in that case, let's make myself busy. In fact, running around on this shopping trip means I probably have the capacity to build what I wanted to build anyway, because it's just been long enough.
Move on.
Let's mow these kids over and get back home. Yep, sorry. You're walking around like you have a full diaper. I couldn't help it.
Giddy up. Giddy up.
So the purpose of the limestone, when you insulate a house, there's a twofold benefit. One is that you make it easier to, or make it cheaper to heat, lowering your heating costs, therefore lowering your wood costs to make firewood, right? And the other is that people are just happier with insulated houses. And it takes a very long time to build up the supply of limestone that you would reasonably need to be able to insulate houses. But if I hire an extractor, gradually we'll get the limestone we're looking to get. Just will take a while. But knowing that there's no more timber to be bought like anywhere, I might just go ahead and cut some trees myself if my people haven't collected. So the excavation shed is done.
What a scorcher.
And most of this house is done. The roofs are going to be thatch for now. Oh, so that also reminds me. Thatch roofs are the least insulating. The most would be wood tile, but I don't have a lot of wood to make wood tile houses or roofs. So eventually, once I have the material, we can upgrade them. But until I have that material, you know, that won't be happening. So as far as this building goes, 2 logs, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 logs, I think, to get it done. And I'll just collect that myself. Can you get limestone manually? You can, yes. It's just, again, boring and time-consuming. And things that are boring and time-consuming, I like to avoid. By the time I cut down like 3 or 4 trees, more than likely my... Actually, the workers are probably done for the day. I think they're done at like 7 p.m., 6 p.m. So they might not be working anymore. So yeah, if you did want to get limestone, the way to do it is you have to hit regular stone, like this, with a pick. And I got 1 limestone off of that. 2 stone and 1 limestone. So you can mine it for yourself, but in order to like limestone up an entire house, it's going to be, I don't know, maybe like 40 limestone, 50 limestone, something like that. Just to give you an idea of how long and boring it would be. Way better to outsource it to NPCs that don't have brains. That ain't a task for me. Too boring. Whoa! Don't hit me. Not that I have like a death counter, but in this series, the only time I've ever died has been from a tree falling and then bouncing and landing on me. I've killed multiple bears and hordes of bandits, but nope, tree. Tree is deadly. How's our farm fields? It's treason. Maple trees are awesome to cut down. They have a lot of logs. This is going to be enough, obviously. Don't squish me.
Giddy up.
So we'll need to go find another extractor. I will try Skouki. Because I think while I'm down at Skouki, I'll mine some copper and tin. So that we are doing, you know, two things at once. We got another simple home and an extraction shed. We just need to hire someone to go in it. My bronze pick's at 58%. That's probably fine. Yeah, there's all the rot. Intentional rot. I could get a compost bin, but like I can just leave things on the ground. It works just as well, as far as I'm concerned. Alright, Skouki time. After I head to Skouki, what do you guys want me to do next? So if you, just for reference, if you vote for questing, it will be one of those quests I just picked up. The villager quests. If you vote for improving weapons or tools, I could start making like a set of iron armor if I wanted to, if I really wanted to get fighting. I don't think it's strictly necessary, unless I fight bears like these guys. But I'm just saying I could. If you vote for expanding the village, I would probably build a kitchen to have higher quality foods, because dried meat is like eventually boring. Oh, the other thing is, if you vote for questing, I'll have an option for you guys to vote for whether I do the King's Bounty quest or not. I'm not against it. I'm just worried that it's going to be an incredible investment of time and boring / frustrating for you guys. But it's up to you. Improving the village for aesthetics or happiness.
Onward.
I would probably take some of the furs I have and like put carpets in people's homes and that kind of thing. And then, you know, my choice is my choice. Ooh, there's no bridges nearby. Alright, I'll cross here. I don't even think I've been in this building.
The heat is unbearable.
Don't care about a wooden... Oh, it's looted. So I've been in here.
Move on.
Dave, it's hot.
There's Skowkie. Skowkie is the mining town. And until you develop your own mine, it's the only place that you can mine iron. The Skowkie has a developed mine. In terms of our population, we could use another man. But I'm just gonna go for whoever's the best extractor anyway.
I get a feeling that
So you're
the
2,
locals frown upon us.
1, 1, 2. I guess we're getting a woman. So, nice Danka.
Hello there.
She's probably gonna need a pick. I hadn't, for whatever reason, hadn't occurred to me. N-I-E-S. Okay. So, naming your house. Was it N-I-E? N-I-E-S-T-A-N-K. Yeah. I wish you could rename villagers. That'd be convenient. But okay. They have a house. They have a place of employment. They just don't have an assignment. So, collect limestone. So here's what they can collect. They can collect copper, stone, clay, limestone, or straw. Copper is not a terrible... So if you're wondering how much copper they can collect, I will show you with intensity. Of course, they don't have a pick yet. So let's get back. What I'm going to do is... I'll mine up stuff for like a bronze pick while I'm here. And then change her... Well, I could keep her on copper, actually. Maybe have you guys decide. So if she's on copper, she could source things for like copper daggers, or copper knives, rather. Because that's a pretty good source of money. Or I can have her on limestone. So limestone would help... limestone would help the villagers' happiness, whereas copper would help the coffers. Also, last time I was here, I like mined up a bunch of iron and then dumped it.
It's hot.
So I'll just grab it. I could do 50-50, sure. Yeah, we could. You'll vote for it. And because this isn't my mine, I'm gonna like litter all I want in here, meaning I'm dropping all my stone. I have no respect for Skowkie's mine. Sorry, Skouks. Alright, looks like you guys want questing. So, the next question I have for you guys is, should I actually work on the King's Quest? So, for those that don't know, or as a reminder I should say, if you fulfill the King's request, you get, like, tax breaks, and, you eventually get permission to, like, name your village and have, like, village board, like, it eventually... If you spend enough time fulfilling King's requests, it will snowball to other privileges that you're offered. Just the current King's request would have me hunting a lot of moose and deer, which I kind of worried that would be boring. But what I could do is I could try it, because I have like 1 of the 12 skulls, and then I have 0 of the 3 for the moose. I could try it and then quit if I think it's too boring / frustrating. It could be up to you. But there's no way that... Well, actually, there is a hunting skill that would allow me to adjust the drop rates, but I don't have that one yet. It gives you a chance for, like, extra resources. Alright, I am pretty much full up. So let's get back to the village. Maybe I'll hit one more, like, copper or tin on my way out. Get back to the village, make a pick for, Nye, or whatever her name was, and then, work on questing, depending on, whether you vote for King's Quest or not. Now, if leaving all the stone around bothers you, you can always scoop it up and, like, sell it in town here. Because the people in town will, like, buy it. It's just not worth very much. I figured it wasn't worth my time. Really? I whistled and the donkey spawned inside. Hot damn. You're a good donkey. We're actually going to pass the new villager on our way back.
Move on.
I'll take this bridge. Close pull. I'll put one more minute on it. And then I'll close it. There she is. Walk safe. Hey, Skeletor. Thank you for the resub. You're an adult cow now? You've subbed for that many months? That's a very unique measure that you could have used. By that same token, maybe you're like a dead fly.
Yeah.
Okay, so we are going to work on the King's Quest. Copy that. One thing I might want to do to make it a little bit easier is for me to buy some iron arrows, because I don't have the capacity to make them, but buying them might be nice so that I can hunt more efficiently, so I don't have to go around chasing the prey. I'm not going to be able to talk to anyone at this hour to purchase anything, but what I can do right now is to hunt some of the deer, at least. Alright, taking a look. Did I rename your home? Yes, I did. So before I work on that quest, I want to make another... I need to make a pick for her, because I can't really tell her to go get copper or limestone with no pick. So one thing that's a little weird about this game is the order in which you get access to stuff. So, like, iron tools I get at, like, 5,000 tech level. Iron weapons I can get, like, now. Or, no, I can get some of them now. Like the iron mace or pick, but then the arrows I get at 5,000. It's a little all over the place. Like, even elite weapons, some of them I get. But what was weird is, like, if I wanted iron armor, I could start buying the blueprints for that now. Which is why, you know, I could armor up if I wanted to. It's also, like, not a terrible way to make money. You know, like elite armor if you have a lot of iron or whatever. But the purpose of all this iron, there's other things you can do with it. But obviously I can't make iron tools just yet. Okay. So I'm trying to make a bronze pick. And then I'll also make some other bronze arrows, because I don't want to fully rely upon buying my own. I did get the crossbow and bolts last stream as well. Yeah, but that was to hunt bears. Crossbow bolts are, it's like a little slow and cumbersome to hunt stuff with crossbow. I could use it, though. Well, we'll see what projectiles I have in my inventory to be able to use. Okay. My longbow, 55%. That's decent enough. I'll need bronze arrows. So what arrows were in here anyway? We had bronze bolts. Don't care about that. Copper arrows. 1 iron arrow. Okay. Poison bronze bolts. Iron crossbow that's about to break. Yeah, I think I'll just use my bow. That crossbow is going to break well before I fulfill the skulls. Alright, now that I have that pick, if I go to the management for her excavation shed, it should. I don't think it's. Oops, not annual. I don't know if it's updated. So I'm going to remove the assignment and redo it. No, maybe it is just that bad. 3 copper a day? Okay, let's remove that. That I would put in the oof category. Although, I'm gonna guess limestone is gonna be roughly the same amount. No, it's a little bit more. A lot more. So I think it's probably worth having her get limestone. I'm just gonna, like, make that call. Okay. Because, yeah, 3 copper a day is, like, you ain't even trying. So she'll be our limestone miner. And that's what I intended in the first place. Yeah, the extraction shed can house 2 people, but I don't have a spare house for the second one. And because you guys didn't vote for me to be expanding the village, I don't work on that. Again, priority is what is above my head. Thank you for tuning in to Medieval Dynasty, which originally streamed live on Twitch. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. Special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, fellow medieval villagers.